Edge of America is a pretty good film. I think it could have been better in terms of the storytelling. I think the story could have been more engaging. Great concept. I think the execution could have been stronger. But that being said, at the time of recording, it does have 7.1 out of 10 across 544 reviews and ratings on IMDb, so generally well received. I don't quite agree with that, but I still recommend it. This was released in 2004. It's directed by Chris Eyre, written by Willy Holtzman, with a cast including James McDaniel, Irene Bedard, Delanna Studi, and various others. And this is about a character called Kenny, but it's apparently based on the true story of Jerry Richardson. I don't know too much about that. I can't say how it compares. Considering they've changed the protagonist's name, I'm assuming it's loosely inspired by, but if you have any knowledge there, please do share. Kenny is an African American and he teaches basketball at a school that's predominantly Native American. Needless to say, there are plenty of obstacles, but we also get a lot of passion and determination, particularly with the basketball element. So as a concept, it's interesting, and there is plenty of substance there. It's not that it's underdeveloped. That's absolutely not the problem. I do think there's a lot going on. There are a lot of interesting aspects, but I don't think the storytelling was as good as it could have been. I liked Kenny. I wanted to know more about him. I enjoyed getting to know him. But I didn't really enjoy the first half of the film. I found that it was quite slow, quite dull, not engaging. I didn't really feel that many emotions. It took me quite a long time to have any kind of emotional response, whether that was feeling joy or feeling sorrowful for any difficulties that the characters were facing. So it was a bit bland to begin with, not the strongest storytelling, but it does pick up, and I do think the second half is absolutely fantastic. It's a really solid film. Visually, it's okay with some good lighting and some good camera work. Quite a lot of the scenes are quite dimly lit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't need to be so dark, but in general, I don't think the lighting is terrible at all. The performances are very good, the characters are well written, and the second half of the film is really good. So I do think it could have been a much better experience, but it does pick up in the second half. So if you've perhaps watched half of it or not even half of it and gave up, go back, give it a chance. It does get a lot better, but the character writing remains strong. The performances are very good, and again, I don't know how it compares with the true story, but based on the film itself, it is a good story. It's not told in the most engaging way, but it does get better, and based on that, I'm happy enough to recommend it.